Hello, everybody. This is Danny from Cage Inc. I have my good friend Pedro, and we'll be doing this weekly podcast. And what is the drop of the week?
Right, for the drop of the week this week, we got several different DC-related stories in terms of both the comics and the cinematic. The first topic for this week we got to talk about is Batman v Superman and the negative reception it has gotten from both critics and fans. Batman v Superman has been in the market for over 2 months now, and has been able to gross $800 million in the box office, which are great numbers. But compared to their rival, Marvel and Captain America: Civil War, who has only been on the market for 3 weeks, has been able to gross $900 million in that short amount of time, and it's scary for DC. They want to be able to compete in that level with Marvel, and not being able to gross the amount of money that Marvel been able to do in that same amount of time. It's really scary. So, what is the answer that DC has?
I would say Geoff Johns. And hey, he's on board. He's going to be taking over some DC films. He's going to tell other directors and producers, like, this is what needs to be done. This is how I know the character. I know the fans out there because I already written for them. I mean, he already done Green Lantern, Aquaman, some Batman, some amazing DC comics that will rival Marvel movies as long as he continues to be part of it. Not just from 1 or 2 movies. I think it's a good thing that he's going to be there looking over every producer, director, actor, whoever is part of any type of DC movie. He's going to be making the final choice, if it's good or bad. He will read those scripts and he'll be like, you failed. What do you think?
I mean, I don't think it's going to be that harsh. This is a guy who understands these characters. He understands what makes them so popular and so endearing to all these fans. And to be able to have someone like Geoff Johns in charge of not only the DC Comics as the CCO, but also in charge of the cinematic division is great for fans, and we can rejoice that even though we weren't fans of Batman v Superman, we have some complaints in terms of the movie and how it worked. We can look forward now to the future in terms of Suicide Squad, Wonder Woman, Aquaman, and the next templated movie that come afterwards. And I personally love Geoff Johns. I love his comics. Personally, my favorites are the Batman Earth 1 books. So I cannot wait to see what kind of role he takes with the cinematic universe and what kind of input. And hopefully we can have a good, healthy competitive between Marvel and DC.
I'm going to be excited for him, not because he's taking over, but I know he loved his Green Lantern books, and he's going to do something amazing that we didn't see in the last movie. And we're going to have Green Lantern Corps, the movie. We're going to have not just 1 or 2 or 3. We're going to have probably about 10 of them. And, we might even get a little glance of the yellow and red lanterns. I'm excited. I know everybody excited for it. I just hope everyone else could enjoy what he's going to put in it. Not just because we have a bunch of DC films coming out, but let's remember, this is the time that we're going to have so much great movies. Let's enjoy it. And I mean, I know we're pretty harsh. Some of us out there were harsh on Batman vs. Superman, but remember, that was the first of many. So there's a lot of movies to improve from that. So yeah, Geoff Johns, it's going to bring out some great villains, and Darkseid's going to be one of them. And who knows what else is going to be in there for even Green Lantern Corps movies. But I think Darkseid's going to be a great addition.
Well, we already got a little tease of Darkseid in Batman v Superman, so it'll be interesting to see where it goes, because one thing that DC has that Marvel does not have is great villains. Compared to how Marvel has dealt with their villains in the cinematic universe, not so great. Besides Loki, you really have a compelling villain. And, DC has a whole roster of great villains. You got Darkseid, you got Joker, you got Black Manta, you got Lex Luthor, and all these people. Well, I didn't like how they dealt with Lex Luthor and Batman, but that's a whole other issue.
Right.
But I really can't wait to see how we deal with Geoff Johns deals with. And another thing that he's dealing with is our Harley Quinn movie.
Yeah, I mean, all in 1 week. I mean, we got new DC logo.
No, it was a big week this week.
new DC logo. Like, holy shit. And then now we hear Geoff Johns jump onto DC Films. And now the latest movie, did not expect to hear Harley Quinn. How are we going to do Harley Quinn before we do a female superhero? Oh, yeah, we're going to have Wonder Woman, but I think it would be nice if we could get a Batman Batgirl team up, or all of them team up before we get a Harley Quinn. I mean, maybe Batgirl will show up in a Batman movie, solo 1 or 2. Who knows?
Well, the way I see it is like they're very reactionary. So depending to see what works, they want to replicate it. They saw Guardians of the Galaxy be a big hit. They did Suicide Squad. They see Deadpool be a huge hit. They want to have their own hit with Harley Quinn, which roughly is like DC Comics version of Deadpool.
Yes. She's going to bring a lot to the plate. The actor, she's going to be great. Do you know who's this actress?
Margot Robbie.
I mean, come on.
She's great. She's big.
Yeah, I like her acting skills, and she's already did Harley Quinn pretty well in the trailers.
I mean, the trailers I'm sold with her performance, so just to see how she handles a movie by herself, it'll be interesting.
Yes. It's going to be a great role. I want to see some other people in the Harley Quinn movie. I don't know if they're going to bring
Power
it.
Girl?
Who?
Bring Power Girl into the movies?
I don't know.
I mean, I would love if they brought like Poison Ivy, her BFF. That would be interesting.
Poison Ivy, and once again, Geoff Johns going to be part of the DC film. I think that if he just look back at Harley Quinn 0 through Harley Quinn number 5, Poison Ivy is in a few of those issues.
I mean, because that's a benefit that DC has. It's like they own all their characters. Marvel does not own their own characters. So,
good point.
So they can just bring whoever they want. Hey, Geoff John, I'm sure you're not listening to this, but like, if you could bring Booster Gold into the movies, I would really appreciate it.
Booster Gold?
Booster Gold, man.
Why Booster Gold?
I don't know. I feel like that would just be so funny, just for me. Just like I'm laughing because I know he listened to me. He brought Booster Gold into the movies.
God, I see what you did there.
I don't know. Or bring back Superman, when he comes back after Batman Superman with a mullet.
We really want to go back to like the 90s edition.
I really want to go back to the 90s.
That late mid-90s to late 90s when they got that mullet going on.
Yeah.
Oh man. Just don't tell me you want 2 different versions of
Superman.
No.
I just want just a mullet. That's
no red and blue, no lightning.
No red and blue lightning. Yeah,
okay.
Just Batman, Superman with a mullet. That's all.
Okay. Yeah. That's good. I mean, that would be awesome if that shows up. He's like, got some beard come out of nowhere, and he's like, "What's up, Harley Quinn? What you doing here?" But yeah, Harley Quinn, back at Harley Quinn character here. We want to see her do something amazing. Let's have Poison Ivy be in this movie. I feel like they need to have Poison Ivy in this movie. Without Poison Ivy in this movie, they can't do anything.
No, she is really the main draw for this movie. If you go see Suicide Squad, you see it for Harley Quinn.
Harley Quinn needs Poison Ivy. Without Poison Ivy, she don't have her best friend. Who's gonna be her Thelma Louise? That's what this movie needs to be. Thelma and Louise.
Actually, now you bring that up, I like that idea. I really do.
Yes, because we're talking about Harley Quinn, and then you put Poison Ivy. Try to be reasonable, but Harley Quinn would go crazy.
And also, it also, besides having a really unique take on a superhero movie, it also helps expand the universe, because like that's what these movies are doing. They're expanding the universe. Like, who lives in this universe? Poison Ivy, she's a mainstay in Gotham, and having her with Harley Quinn will expand and maybe give us a little insight on what Bruce Wayne was like. Batman was like, in his prime.
True. And DC changed its logo. I mean, so much things have happened in the past week. And then this past week, Darwyne Cooke passed away.
Yeah, it was a shame. He died at 53 years old. I believe it was cancer that got him, terrible disease and loss of a great artist in the DC universe. Because he did so many great things. Mostly he's known as a storyboard artist for the Batman animated series. He did the main title animation for Batman Beyond. And most importantly, my favorite, he did the DC The New Frontier. He worked on the comic and he worked on the anime movie that came out a couple years ago.
I think that Darwyne Cooke had a huge influence into DC, especially after Batman animated series. We got Batman Beyond. I was like, Batman Beyond? Did not expect it was going to be that good, honestly. And after Batman Beyond, I wanted more Batman Beyond. I was quite sad there was no more Batman Beyond. But they did got comic books, and I started reading up on those. And then, here comes New Frontier. I love what I saw from New Frontier. It was his own take of the beginning of Justice League, from what I remember.
Yeah, it was set in the 1950s and how comics transitioned from the Golden Age to the Silver Age. And I love his art style because it kind of brought a retro style to it. And even you can tell from Batman, the anime series, and Batman Beyond, like it kind of has a retro vibe to it. Like it doesn't fit into the animation of the time like that was being drawn. Like it always stand out, and I always appreciated that his talents combined with Bruce Timm really brought something to the table.
Yeah, and we're gonna end it off with some classic Darwyne Cooke, Batman Beyond animated short from the 75th anniversary.
Mr. Wayne! Terry!